You should already know who is Mary Shelley by her masterpiece Frankenstein, published anonymously in 1818. Nowadays, this book has become part of our cultural heritage, but let's focus about the author. Mary Shelley was born Mary Wollstonecraft Godwin on the 3rd of August 1797. Her father was William Godwin, a radical philosopher. He was the father of philosophical anarchism, which holds that the state lacks moral legitimacy while not supporting violence to eliminate it. He wrote 2 books, where he opposed the idea of social classes and the political institutions they entail. He is considered as a political radical for his use of literature to openly oppose political institutions.
Above all, we should not forget that government is an evil, a usurpation upon the private judgment and individual conscience of mankind.
Mary Shelley's mother was Mary Wollstonecraft, a pioneer feminist and the author of A Vindication of the Rights of Women, but unfortunately she died 10 days after her daughter was born. The primary focus of Wollstonecraft's literary career was to propose a social and political order in which women were treated as rational and autonomous beings, capable of independence and virtue. For this reason, numerous feminists consider Mary Wollstonecraft as one of the founders of the feminist thought.
Strengthen the female mind by enlarging it, and there will be an end to blind obedience.
Such revolutionary parents gave birth to a revolutionary author who carried out their ideas. In the period where Mary lived, women had to be sweet, pleasant, amiable, and to obey and support their husbands. Women were valued by their modesty and chastity, and were supposed to be completely ignorant of their sexuality. Mary, obviously, did not follow this formula.
It is hardly surprising that women concentrate on the way they look, instead of what is in their minds, since not much has been put in their minds to begin with.
When the book was first published anonymously, most of the critics thought it had been written by a man. In fact, at that time, it was unusual for a woman to write. Moreover, it was a frightening story which dealt with death and terror, which weren't suitable elements for a young lady.
My dreams were all my own. I accounted for them to nobody. They were my refuge when annoyed, my dearest pleasure when free.
Mary Shelley met Percy Shelley when she was 16, and they fell in love. Percy Shelley was already married, but the 2 lovers, who were very young, traveled together, completely going against the norm of the time period. Percy Shelley was a political activist in the cause of the church emancipation for the British. He wrote some lyrics such as Ode to the West Wind and the lyrical drama Prometheus Unbound. However, it is estimated that by 1851, 7,000 copies of Frankenstein were sold, far more than all the volumes of Percy Shelley's poetry combined.
I do not wish women to have power over men, but over themselves.
In addition, some romantic authors like Coleridge and Wordsworth found her radical ideas interesting. So, she reached such astonishing results, which were unforeseeable for a woman of her time.